Hey guys, thought I'd do a little quick video. That beautiful sunset back there in the background. Oh my goodness. So my water inlet valve that has a little check valve in it was sticking. So let me show that to you. I'm going to replace that real quick and show you how I do it. And hopefully it'll help one of you guys if you ever have that issue. First time putting water in this year and it just did not seem to want to put nothing went through. I think it was just stuck. And I tried taking it apart and I'll explain to you what I did, but that didn't work out so well. All right, let me show you guys what I'm working with here. So this right here, this little white plunger, you're supposed to move back and forth. And you can see it's getting air just by pushing on it. That was stuck all the way out. Could not get it to come loose at all. Right here is a check valve. I tried unscrewing that. I got this to break free. When I put it back in, it was dripping inside the rig. This is right next to the bed, so let me take this little handle off here. Should be a quick easy fix. I'll leave that screw inside of there, and you just got two little screws. And try not to lose them. We got one more. Then we gotta go inside and disconnect the hoses. So you see that's loose now. Let's go inside and I'll show you that part. Welcome to the bedroom. That's our comforter we got out west. Then we got that in Jackson Hole. So you got two hoses here. I think one of these goes to the tank. I think that's my city water. No, this is my tank, and then this one's my city water. So we'll try not to confuse those. One's definitely bigger. You can see that. Dripping a little bit of water, but that's okay. We'll wipe that up when we're done. Yeah, it's it, city water. So here you go. And looks like it was leaking back in here. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but that's where it's leaking. I unscrewed this part thinking it would just thread back in, but I didn't have anything to hold this part because it was on the inside of the rig. So just bought a new one. I think it was about $137 on the Jungle Web. Not too bad. Oh, look at that. Comes with some reading material for the bathroom. You know, for... Oh, no, that's my invoice. Never mind. Junk mail. Anyway, this is the valve, the new one. Ta-da! It looks just like, it comes with a new screen too. I like that. Yeah, looks nice. And this part moves. That's my inlet valve. That threads onto the hose connection. So we'll go outside and pop this in. Oh hey, she even comes with screws. I like that. Let's take this bag with us just so we don't lose anything. There's all my camera gear. Trying to get back in the saddle. It's been a tough year so far. But man, we got some exciting news to share with y'all. You know, some videos coming up, I promise. I know it's been a while. Yeah, I probably should have left this in there. That'd be a lot easier to do, wouldn't it? Let's take the valve off. Valve handle. I will say you want to make sure you get the right one, because this one's got the things pointing in. They make some where it's pointing straight out, and there's another thing inside there that would be in the way. So I'll show you what I mean. I got some different kinds there on Amazon. Yeah, they got some that come straight out and it'd be in the way of this thing, so we don't want that. Let's put some hose on there, just kind of help hold it up. These are just thumb tight. Don't have to go crazy with channel locks or anything like that. They've got seals in them. At least this way you can kind of move it around outside and line it up. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. But hey, we gotta do I think I already said it, but we gotta do a tour of the rig. Had this thing, I think we're going on 3 years now. There's somebody out there probably looking to buy a unit, wouldn't mind seeing it. Just 2 screws to hold it in, so I'm not crazy about the amount of pressure that goes on this thing. I think they can do better. Just my opinion. Especially since they say this is a 4-season rig. I don't know if well, we're going to, but I'm a little skeptical on that. One, I don't know if you've ever been inside the base of your Cougar, but there's no insulation. So you just got the underpinning stuff. And you can see in some of the gaps where the pipes are, you can see daylight. So that's city water. And there's your tank fill, city water. So it was on tank fill. So that's for that. And that puts that all back in perspective. I'm gonna hang on to that screen in my drawer and use this one. Just to kind of help hold that in, and then that just threads onto your hose. Then we got a spare handle too. So got a little bag, an extra screen, spare handle. I have extras of these in my drawer anyway. My drawer's right there. But that's it, easy peasy. Here's where you want to fill your fresh tank for potable water or potable water. Don't have any of those round fittings out here for it, so you got to pop. This is your vent, so you have to use a funnel, and that's not much fun, I can tell you that. And that's all there is. She's done. Make sure hoses are tight, and then we're going out this weekend. I'll make sure she doesn't have no leaks. All right, guys, so that was it. That's just all it is to change out that little city water fresh tank fill valve. Just make sure you get the right one. I'll let you enjoy some of that sunset. But hey, excuse me, my friend Justin, we were out camping a couple weeks ago and had a little bit of a tragedy, but thank God nobody was hurt. But hey, Justin, why don't you take it away?
Yeah, so I was on the back of the rig here, putting the bikes up, and I heard a which was the tree starting to crack. And then so I came inside to see if I could pull the slides in, hoping that I might be able to move before the tree fell, thinking that it probably was going to fall over the night. And in the doorway, the tree fell, or at least the branch of the tree, and clipped the corner. And luckily, Big Louie had some tape and was able to seal up. Yeah, there's the tape right there. Seal up a hole, and because it rained all last night, and it would have just literally.
Hey guys, this is just Flex Seal tape, but the Eternal Bond's what you really want to use. But have something with you, as he says, that's important. You know, he got the corner of his rig there. Water was coming in, but how do you stop it when it's raining? Just put something on there to kind of do some preventative damage, right?
That's right. That's right. So it's a bummer. We had a weekend full of fun, full of adventure, right here on the lake. Kind of ended with a crash or a bang.
That's right.
Yeah, something like that.
It's just
but
a little
Big Louie
hurdle.
had us, so
little hurdle.
Yeah, we'll get it.
Yeah, you can see that tree. You know, a couple feet more to the right would have done a lot more damage to his rig. Could have landed on him or his wife, but thankfully, it's just a little bit of, you know, the awning took the beating in the corner here, but hopefully insurance will get him back on the road quickly. But yeah.
Check the trees.
check the trees, check your surroundings. Like we're over here in Defeated Creek, and you can see and around the park, you know, we've had some, what, 4 or 5 waves of tornadoes coming through, and there's been several trees coming down around the area. But trying to see, I'm out of proportion here. Yeah, down there's the bathhouse where we stayed. Now you can see it, but there's a tree down right there next to it. You know, trees down everywhere. But yeah, look for your bathhouses when you're in these places where the plumbing is. You know, if you ever watch the movie Twister, they hang on to the pipes. So pipes are in the ground, they're a good anchor point. So anyway, you might lose your pants or your shorts, but that's okay. It's a show, people. Got to show everybody something. But yeah, beautiful passport he's got here. And kind of a bummer because we're just starting the camping season. They've been out once already, but we're kicking off our first day out. So sorry we haven't posted a video in a while. Let me flip around. So yeah, sorry we haven't posted a video in a while, but this is our first weekend out. I'm out here with my buddy Justin. Come on in here, bro.
There we go.
So we're having a great weekend together and good times.
It's been wonderful.
Had some sunshine. I think back home it was raining, and
Yeah.
we almost canceled this weekend.
Yeah.
You know, maybe this wouldn't have happened, but you know what? You can always look in the rearview mirror, but you got to look forward. We still had a great, fabulous 2 days together. And thanks for tuning in and watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
That's right.
Love y'all. God bless.